Good morning and welcome to Admiral's 2016 annual results video. I'm David Stevens, I'm the CEO of Admiral, and with me today are Geraint Jones, the Chief Financial Officer, and Cristina Nestares, our recently appointed CEO of UK Insurance. And we're going to talk to you about the results from 2016.
David, this is your first set of full year results as CEO. How do they look?
Well, James, with a 25% fall in profits, you might think it's gloom and doom. Far from it. It's been a great year for Admiral. It's been a year of considerable success across all our businesses. Growth in our core business in the UK, growth in our international businesses, and growth in price comparison. Geraint will talk later about Ogden, but in fact our response to the Ogden change proves the resilience and health of the business, and it's going from strength to strength.
And Cristina, the UK's seen growth in motor and household customers. Does that mean more happy customers?
Definitely, James. I mean, we had a very strong year of growth. We grew more than 10% our motor customers, more than 50% our household customers. And we managed to do so while keeping customers very satisfied. And I'm particularly impressed because last year we changed completely our system. Our customers were served using a completely different system than we have in the past few years. And we managed to do so, not only sustaining our customer satisfaction, but even increasing in all our measures. And I think that is particularly important that we keep customers happy, but also because it translates into business for us for the future. We manage to increase retention. If customers are happy with our customer service, with our claim service, they stay longer with us, but also it translates into our ability to cross-sell and sell them more products for the future. So more customers and definitely happy customers.
Geraint, what does this growth mean in terms of profit?
Well, the profits in 2016 have obviously been quite materially impacted by Ogden. We think that the change in discount rate will cost us something like £180 million before tax, and we've reduced our profits in 2016 by just over £100 million. So the result is £284 million, and it would have been approximately £390 million, so quite a big hit. But as David mentioned earlier, the strength of our reserves and the strength of our capital position means that we've actually been able to hold our dividend in line with the final 2015 dividend, 51.5p per share, which I think is quite an achievement to hold that dividend flat versus a 25% fall in profits. So I think a pretty satisfactory outcome.
Going back to the growth theme, David, how are the international insurance businesses doing?
A really big year for our businesses across the world. Our European businesses grew by almost a third and our American business by a fifth in 1 year. And they did that while also moving closer to profitability, which is a hard combination to achieve. So very encouraging signs, particular congratulations to Conte for yet another profitable year. Great stuff.
And Geraint, moving on to the price comparison businesses, how have they performed?
Well, our combined price comparison businesses had a very good year in 2016. They turned around a loss of £7 million to a profit of £3 million, which is the right direction. Confused.com in the UK, a great year, grew its profits quite significantly to £16 million. Rastreator in Spain, record profit there, and great progress at Compare.com in the US as well, and good progress at Le Lanx in France. So all in all, good performance in 2016.
David, Group Chairman Alistair Lyons recently announced that he wouldn't be standing for re-election at the AGM. Just how much of an impact has he had on the business?
Huge. I mean, I think there are very few people who deserve as much credit for Admiral's success over the last 17 years as Alistair. He's been the chairman over that period and seen the business prosper. And myself and Henry, my predecessor, have both benefited hugely from his wisdom, his diligence, his attention to detail, his broad knowledge of how the regulatory world works and the city world works. He's a hard act to follow, and we're very, very grateful for his contribution to the business over that period. Fortunately, Annette Court, who's been on our board for the last 5 years and played an important role already, has agreed to step up and become the chair. And I think she's going to be a great chair with a wealth of experience in insurance and beyond insurance.
Cristina, Admiral was recently announced as one of the best companies to work for in the UK for an unprecedented 17th year in a row. Just how much of an impact does the culture have on the business's success?
We were very pleased because we came second. I mean, that is an amazing position, and we all feel very proud to be there because it reflects that culture is so important to us. I think it has been and it continues to be so instrumental to our success. As Henry said, every single member of the staff is a piece of the jigsaw. We all contribute to the results, from the person talking to the customers to David being the CEO. So, I am very glad to have come to the UK and realize that this great culture is not only about small places, but it's also about big places. See, I come from Spain. We were about 300 staff, and it was relatively easy to maintain a very strong culture. We all knew each other. You come here and we have 6,000 staff, and you see the amazing culture, even with this size. I love that, and I think it's a testimony that our culture is about common sense, that it makes sense, and that we all believe in it. So, I take very seriously this new position, and I will do my best to continue with this great culture.
2016 has been another successful year for the group. Could you each share your favourite moment from the year?
I'll go first. When we moved past 5 million customers in the group in September last year, that was a pretty big achievement. It made me think back to when I joined Admiral back in 2002. We had a lot less customers then, so we were about 10 times bigger now than we were back then. That was pretty special. But I think the highlight for me always has to be when we take our 15 and 20 years service staff along to watch a rugby match in a box, and we get to hear about their reminiscing of their experience at Admiral over the years. I think that's always a very special time. So that was great. We did that recently, but we also did that in 2016 as well. So that was great. Christina?
Well, for me, it has to be the day I was promoted. I mean, it's such an honor, but at the same time, it's such a big responsibility. As mentioned before, I take this opportunity very seriously, and I always try to do my best. So, very special day for me, Garant. What about you, David?
Well, to me, I think there's only one possible highlight of 2016, and that was Henry's last day, when he came into the office to a surprise greeting from the staff, came out in force wearing the Henry T-shirts, met him in the lobby, lined the building, gave him the sort of send-off that 25 years really deserves, and that was a great day, and I loved it. So there you are, the 2016 results. A one-off hit from Ogden, but that makes no difference for the long term. The business is fundamentally healthy and powers on. I'd like to just finish by thanking all our customers for showing their continued faith in us, and thank you to all our staff across the group for having worked so hard to make these results possible in 2016. Thank you all.
Thank you.